Evolve the self, better the world, love all. Let's join to uplift the human consciousness. For the question, what is yoga? It has a multi-dimensional expression in itself. So basically, to consider, there will be a natural tendency of human being constantly to align to one concept, one theory, one principle, or one religion, one faith. Like normally they begin to get attached to only one thing in their journey. But when we look at the life, it's anything is possible, like it is quite indescribable. So we have a body which can be described. We have trees, plants, animals. All these things can be described. So that's why, since constantly we perceive the things which can be described, constantly we take the totality of life which can be described. So I will elaborate it a bit more to make it more understandable and easy. Let's say, like for an example, in our day-to-day life, every day, each and every human being functions constantly from the angle of his own principle or their own faiths and beliefs. It need not be about a religion or God. Even like I believe some person has to tell me good morning, I believe this should be like this. So like this, in thousands of ways, we constantly in a mode of implementing. Because life means like this. Life means already we have aligned to a particularity. Of course, tree is a tree. Tree is a particularity. Ocean is a ocean. Mountain is a mountain. We are surrounded by particularities, but in expressional wise they may be particular, but in what function comes out of it, it cannot be described. Life can't be described. So that freedom state to which you can align at this totality level, that is yoga. Meaning, how it is indicated. Let's say, for example, in yoga we have a meditation. In meditation, even a beginner knows in meditation means you will not have any thoughts. So normally what people do wrong is they try to force themselves not to have thought. It's impossible. You can't force not to have thoughts. So not having thought is a byproduct of who you are. Why thoughts arises? Thoughts arises because you want to make a journey towards a particularity. So something need to happen like this. So it happened earlier it was like this. So it's always a constant journey between past and future. In meditation, you are okay with everything. Suppose if you are a free soul, let's say for example, whatever happens, it's fine. I embrace it with wholeheartedly. So then there is no chance of having any thoughts. So embracing that wholeheartedly, life as life, not as my life. So always there will be a big gap between my life and life. The more the gap, more the suffering. More the gap, more the stress. More the gap, more the struggle. So if it becomes day by day narrower, like life and my life, same. So that merging, that union is yoga. If you look yoga practice from another angle, that union should happen. So even when it comes to the practice of posture, which is very popular in all over the world, normally people, when we tell the word yoga, they relate it to practice of postures. So why we practice posture? In posture, what is there? It's nothing but you position your body in a different way. Now if I am sitting, I stand, I bring my hands like this, or my head is down. What it indicates? Why we position? Even after positioning differently, we are not affected by that position. See, this body is same. My body will never change. Whether I am like this or my head is down, the composition of the body is same. The composition of the mat on which I practice, that is same. The environment is same. Everything is same. In spite of being everything same, the moment I change the position of the body, I begin to experience different things. Why? Why changing of position should create a difference in me? Why I can't be easy in every position? That is the journey of yoga when it comes to the practice of postures. That means in every situation, if you can be easy, you are in presence. In every situation, if you can be easy, you are ready to accept what is as it is, not trying to alter. See here, trying to alter a reality, once it has happened, it's ignorance. What is reality which has already happened? So nobody can alter it because it's already over. So once you align, okay, it's done, it's okay. That easiness should come. So that easiness will flow if you are easy in body, if you are easy in breathing, if you are easy in the mind state. So that easiness yoga brings. Practice of postures or pranayama or meditation, or actually 8 limbs are there of yoga. So each brings you an exploring in a different dimension the reality, where ultimately you become a free soul, which is very much needed in this society. So why, see, even we tell like we are so evolved, so civilized, but yet we have so many borders, so many police, so many military, so many violence. Even now a war is going on between Russia and Ukraine. Why it's happening yet? Are we evolved? Because it's all search for inner freedom. It's all search for inner expansion. Why one country wants to expand its border? Can anybody expand the border in reality? It's already set. Only imaginatively you want to expand. So what it indicates, it's a seeking for the expansion. So if the seeking for the expansion is fed, nourished from childhood, then naturally that expansion takes a harmonized way, like a not with violence. When inner expansion reflects in your evolution process, as a product of that we will experience peace, harmony, everything in the society. So how this wisdom can be transformed to the next generation, not as some circus or just doing some positionings of the body or getting sweat, is not only the intention of yoga. Intention of yoga is to bring a perfect alignment with the reality from your end, at the same time create a reality which aligns perfectly to you. So imagine a situation that if every human being on this planet is joy, happy, loving, understanding each other, easy, this planet Earth would have been a heaven. So we have to create heaven outside and also heaven inside to be practical. If we create heaven inside, it's for us. If we create heaven outside, it's for everyone. So we have the responsibility of bringing the heaven at both ends. So towards that, the yoga will take you towards that journey. So like this, yoga is a very vast and big subject which can be applied to any area of life. See, life means, normally people think, no, life means I. So if you ask anybody question, what is that I, then they can't answer. If you ask, if you ask, what is that I? Nobody can answer. Actually, I is all. Let's say, to take an example, imagine now there is a Himalayan mountain in this creation. So Himalayan mountain is there. Now I can tell or explain how Himalayan mountain is there, how it appears. So then it is my life. So I am speaking about Himalayan mountain, you are hearing. So that means I have Himalayan mountain and you are also having Himalayan mountain, even though in words. So that has become our life. Suppose imagine a situation where Himalayan mountain is not there. It would not have made us any difference. We would not be talking about Himalayan mountain, maybe Alps mountain we would have talked. So absence of Himalayan mountain we will not notice also, because it is not there, we will not talk about it. So it's not coming to our experience. What I mean to say is, Himalayan mountain, Alps mountain, there is a star, there is a lake, there is an ocean, there is an animal, there is a mosquito, there is a human being, there is a monkey. Like this, all these things makes our life. So this totality of presence is life, that's all. So if you go on taking one by one, imagine a hypothetical situation, a big demon is coming, he is taking mountain, he is taking away ocean, he is taking away stars, moon, everything, he goes on if nothing is there, then no life. Then you can't describe who am I. So even if somebody takes away the language, what will you tell? So that is why everything constructs our life. So that expansion, when it begins to happen, then there will be no struggle, no war, no fight, no aggressiveness. So how you methodologically create this expansion is skill of yoga. An organized methodology is there, how you can create this expansion, that union, that oneness, that identification of you in all, that we call as Aham Brahmasmi. There is a Sanskrit word which is very famous quote. Aham Brahmasmi means, Aham means I, Brahmasmi means everything, whatever is present. So that realization, I am you, you are me. So that naturally creates love. If I am you, how I can hurt you? So this is the actual required expansion. Or else what happens if this reality expansion, what we can tell, which is there, that realization of I being the other, if it is not happening and only technical expansion is happening, these atom bombs, wars will be the consequence, trying to conquer somebody else. Outer expansion with technology and inner expansion with the evolution of the self, if both is harmonizing, then the outer technology is used for real progress. See, if we are really progressing in traveling, we can invent a spaceship where we can go to another planets very easily, to stars. So in that way, it's very fascinating to have expansion of the technology. But instead of using expansion of the technology, inventions for such a very beautiful possibilities of human life, for what we are using technology to develop machine guns, how I can shoot so many people in 1 second, why that is arising? That's really very crazy. So because we miss in our education system, who am I, who are you, who is other, how I should find me in others, which textbook in the university, in the whole university or in whole education setup speaks this about I and you are same beyond words. See, I and you are same. Maybe we may have thousands of songs, thousands of movies, thousands of art pieces, theatrical works. So how many songs are there about love? How many movies are there about love? But are we loving each other? So this loving each other will happen only by knowing the self. The self-knowing makes you to feel that you and the other are same. Out of that oneness, love will arise. Only that can bring a kind of different dimension to this whole planet Earth. So in the end, we have to make a journey where consciously we will have an organized methodology in our schools, education systems, in parentage, in society, everywhere. This knowing of the self, expansion of the self, and evolution of the both inside and outside, how a technology should be adopted efficiently for the human progress in real terms, not in competition, not in war, not in conquering, not winning something or losing something, crushing something. So for all this, a kind of, we can tell it's a evil mind we are creating. So what is evil mind? Evil mind, there is no evil in the end. What is there is limited understanding of the creation. Practically, limited understanding of I and you are same. That's evil. That's it. So once that understanding begins to happen, so it will going to dissolve all holdings, negative expressions, whatever coming out of the humanity. Then we can create a really very beautiful society. This is the best gift we can give to the next generation. And it's very easy also. Because self is everywhere. Self is in you, self is in other. Only required thing is how you can reflect that self. For that we have a very beautiful terminology in Sanskrit which is called as Swa Adhyaya. Swa means self, Adhyaya means study. So it's a constant studying of the self. Instead of constant studying of the self, what's happening? Constant expressing of ego is happening in the society. If this constant expression of ego can be shifted in every possible layer of our society towards constant reflecting of the self, we can create a very beautiful humanity on this planet. And also we all should know the next coming 50 years is the transition period of this planet. This planet has survived for millions of years. It will survive for millions of years ahead, depending on what we all going to do in the next 50 years. Because in this 50 years, as I told you in the beginning, like in which direction the expansion of the outside and the expansion of the inside begins to happen. Suppose if too much technology is coming already, which is happening, not supported by inner evolution, that's very danger. That's having a fire in your hand, which can kill all of us. So now, even it's very terrific to hear even that sound like they have invented some, like earlier it used to have some black bomb or something, which can be created with a minimum material which can destroy the whole city, where millions of people live. What required is, it's like a few $100 is enough to create that bomb. If the technology is passed to a wrong hand, what consequences it can happen. So this is the uncontrolled expansion of the technology. Uncontrolled means not having support of the inner expansion. So it's a very crucial time where I and you all are living in the next 50 years. To what extent we can bring this inner evolution, that is the most fantastic job we can do in this creation. Evolve the self, better the world, love all. Let's join to uplift the human consciousness.